Alright, one more top 10 before I go to bed, and this time it's the top 10 Square characters. The Square Enix characters. Characters from the Square Enix's other franchises, like The World Ends With You and Final Fantasy, because those were the only two they brought in. So as you can see here, I forgot to put World Ends With You characters in the promo picture, but whatever, I still love this picture to death. This is one of my more favorite ones that I've made. So alongside the Disney characters from Square, alongside the Disney characters, Square brings in some of theirs. Mostly from Final Fantasy, but recently they brought in some World Ends With You characters, so I decided to put a list of my top 10 Square Enix characters that appear in the Kingdom Hearts series. As you can see, here are the prominent ones that play a part in Kingdom Hearts 1. Okay, so first off, you have number 10, Shiki from The World Ends With You. Okay, so Shiki is very upbeat, and she was always carrying that stuffed animal around, which is cute. Out of all the new Square characters in 3D, she was one of the ones I liked the best. She mostly appears in Riku's Traverse Town. Okay, so I can't really say much about her, or the next entry, because I've never played The World Ends With You, so I don't know them all that well outside of Kingdom Hearts. But from what I saw in Dream Drop Distance, I really did enjoy her character, more so than any of the others. Except for the next one, but that's because the next one probably played the most important role out of any World Ends With You characters. But overall, I just really liked Shiki. She's pretty cool looking. She's cute. Like I said, she's just a nice character. I don't have an issue with her. And number 9 is Joshua from The World Ends With You. Now we get to the one I like the best, which was Joshua. Okay, so he is the stereotypical smart, calculating guy who always seems to know the answer. Like, literally, this guy literally seems to know the plot of Kingdom Hearts. He's the only one who had any dialogue that seemed somewhat relevant to the plot of Dream Drop Distance, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, his stereotype is a lot better than Neku's stereotypical character type, in my opinion. I really hate Neku. Okay, that's strong. I don't really hate him. I hate him. Okay, I don't hate him. I don't like him. I don't like his stereotype. His character stereotype. I don't like it at all. It's overused. It's done to death, and it's not a good stereotype to begin with. I'll save that tangent for another top 10 list that I'll make in the future. Whatever. Alright, let's move on before I get any more insane. Number 8 is Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. Okay, so he's one of the best secret bosses ever, and one of the most challenging boss fights in Kingdom Hearts. You can find him in Olympus Coliseum in Kingdom Hearts and Hollow Bastion in Kingdom Hearts 2. He's just a badass character, and he's one of the main villain, or he is the main villain for Final Fantasy VII. Okay, so I can't say much about his Kingdom Hearts 2 fight because I never beat it, and I only challenged him a handful of times to begin with. But I can talk about his Kingdom Hearts 1, because I have beat that. Holy crap, was it hard. Even at level 100. Yeah, you heard me. I beat him at level 100, and it was still difficult. It still took me 4 tries? I believe it was 4 tries to beat him. But yeah, it would have been a lot more than 4 tries if I was any... Oh, if my leveling was any lower. Alright, so now we get to 7, Auron from Final Fantasy X. Auron is from Final Fantasy X, like I just said, and is an awesome character. He's the heavy hitter who does the most damage. You run into him in Kingdom Hearts 2 in the Underworld. I just like his character. He's pretty great. He wears red, which is always a win. Plus, his reaction command is one of the best in the game, and I mean that. That, Bushido? I believe that's what it is. I forget the name of it, but I'm pretty sure it's Bushido. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense for him to be in the Underworld. If you played Final Fantasy X, you would know why. If you haven't, I don't know why you wouldn't. Game's been out since 02, but just for spoiler's sake, I won't mention it. But yeah, it makes sense for him to be on the Underworld, and I just like him. There's just something about his charm that makes up for his lack of a personality. I don't know how to explain it, but I just really like him. Number 6 is Aerith in Final Fantasy VII. She's from Final Fantasy VII. She's basically the white mage and one of the potential love interests for Cloud in Final Fantasy VII. She's a very quiet and kind-hearted character. She's very beloved in the universe. I don't love her as much as most, but she's still an awesome character. The only reason she ranks higher than Auron, I'm gonna be honest, is because she's more important to the plot. She's more plot prominent than Auron is, which is why she ranks higher than him. That's about the only reason why. But yeah, I like Aerith. She's an okay character. I mean, I don't care for her as much as most people do. Like, when she died, I don't really care. Yeah, I cared, but I wasn't affected by it, like, to the extent that I felt heartbroken and I couldn't continue anymore. It was just another death I was indifferent about. But I like her in Kingdom Hearts. She's good for what she does to the plot. Alright, and number 5 is Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. Tifa is a melee fighter and is the other potential love interest for Cloud in 7. Honestly, this is the woman who is not afraid to fight back and show you who was really boss. I prefer her over Aerith, both character-wise and for Cloud. But they're both great characters. And I like her better, mainly because she's better looking than me. I like her character design better. And I just think her character is a stronger character overall compared to Aerith's. I really do. Now that I think about it, 7 and 6 are really interchangeable for me, but Tifa, 5. But yeah, I just really prefer her over Aerith in every way. I mean, it's a shame she's not more plot relevant than Aerith is, but still, I could watch that GIF all day, dude. Okay, number 4 is Vivi from Final Fantasy IX. Vivi's a black mage. He's such a lovable character, and I've loved him from the very moment I saw him in the opening moments of Final Fantasy IX. To me, that transferred over in Kingdom Hearts 2, even if he was paired with the jerks of the Sandlot in Twilight Town. But yeah, Vivi's just one of the most lovable characters ever. I mean, he's got such a tragic backstory, but it seems so derpy and upbeat at times, and his bromance with Zidane is great. I just wish Zidane was in Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, I just love Vivi, not Zizi. He's such a lovable character. I love him so much. Oh, I just wish he was more plot relevant. He would have been higher. Okay, so number 3 is Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. Cloud is the main character for Final Fantasy VII as well. He's probably one of the most recognizable names in video game history. He's a well-designed character and has that loner vibe to him. Okay, Neku's character is similar to the Cloud's, except Cloud's is done a trillion times better. And not to mention, Cloud doesn't shackle himself down to the stereotype. He doesn't. Like, I believe Neku does. To me, Neku shackles himself down to a stereotype. Cloud, I don't think, does that. And even in the moments where Cloud is his stereotype, he does it much better than Neku. Not to mention, his character design is much cooler. And I just love... Okay, for all the hate Advent Children gets, the one thing I think it does bars above everything else in Final Fantasy VII is design, character design. Character design throughout Final Fantasy Advent Children is just superb. I love it. I love all the designs, and that better than what they looked like in the original. And number 2 is Leon from Final Fantasy VIII, or Squall, if you prefer. He's the main character from that Final Fantasy. Obviously, he has his signature gun sword, which is awesome. I remember feeling accomplished when I beat him in the beginning of Kingdom Hearts in Traverse Town. It felt great. I'm glad he got some exposure by getting a more prominent role for a Square character in the series. Not only for himself as a character, but for the franchise, but for the game he comes from. This doesn't just give exposure to him. Once you look at his bio, you see he's from Final Fantasy VIII. And Leon is a character who gets a lot of exposure in this game series. And like Leon, he's very similar in that personality archetype. But like Cloud, he doesn't strap and shackle himself down to the stereotype, especially in Kingdom Hearts. To me, he feels... I never played Final Fantasy VIII all that much, and I have vague memories from watching Let's Plays of it. But to me, I feel like he has more personality in Kingdom Hearts than he does. Or a more ranging personality, I should say. And Kingdom Hearts than he does in Final Fantasy VIII, but that's just me. But I really love Leon as a character in both designs in Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2. They both look great. And number 1 is Yuffie. Yuffie is the thief character from Final Fantasy VII. Honestly, I just love Yuffie's character. She's awesome. All the double battles with her and Leon are fun. The one with Cloud and Leon is terrifying. And she always throws her shurikens. Her personality is fun and spunky. Also, her outfits are cool, especially her Kingdom Hearts 2 one. Granted, again, I'm sorry there are so many Final Fantasy VII characters on this list. But to be fair, there are so many Final Fantasy VII characters in this franchise. Like, seriously, in the honorable mentions, I pretty much name all the ones that aren't. Except for Selphie and Wakka, who's from 8 and 10 respectively. Oh, Setzer, he's from 6. In the Sandlot crew. Mine is Vivi. Fi, Ryu, and Setzer. Cypher. Setzer's the guy from 6. Cypher, Fi, and Ryu, they're all from 8. Fi's really attractive, don't get me wrong, but I think Cypher would be the only one that would get an honorable mention for me out of that crew. But yeah, I just really love Yuffie. She's a really great character. She got a bigger prominent role than most people know. Especially like Cloud. I think her role is more prominent than Aerith. Definitely more prominent than Tifa, Auron, anybody above her except for Leon. To me, Leon definitely has the most prominent role for a Final Fantasy character in this series. Alright, so these are my top 10 Final Fantasy characters I love the most. I guess if I had to have some honorable mentions, it'd be Sid from 7, Zack from 7, again, like I said, so many from 7, and the trio that is Yuna, Riku, and Pain from 10 and 10-2. Yuna and Riku in both 10-10-2, and Pain only in 10-2. I hope you enjoyed the list, and as always, tell me who your favorite Square Enix characters are in the comments below. And then here's just one of my favorite scenes. Think you can handle this many? Might be tough if one more shows up. Oh, Jesus! Then that'll just have to be the one I take care of. What? You're fighting too? Ta-ta for now.